Good morning and welcome back to Fox and Forge Farm. I'm Sarah and today it is miserable and cold outside. We've had rain for about 2 weeks straight now, getting a bit over it at the moment. It's cold and wet outside and I've got a nice crackling fire in here. So I decided today I was going to do some experimenting with soap. Now I have made soap in the past, but it has been many years. So if you're an actual soap maker, probably just scroll on by. So I asked Chat GTP, I know, don't judge too hard, I'm experimenting. I asked Chat GTP if it could put to me together the perfect soap recipe for what it was that I was after. What I wanted was a bar of soap that lathers really beautifully, it's moisturizing and hydrating for your skin, but it also doesn't just turn to a soggy blobby mess in the shower, which a lot of them do. My scent range that I asked for was sort of a citrusy floral vibe. So it's given me a bunch of essential oils to put it. So it has given me, I can't talk today. It has given me a bunch of essential oils to put in. Grapefruit and lemon and ylang, I can never pronounce that one, and a bit of lavender and some lemon myrtle. It smells so good in here. I've already put them to the side here and oh, they smell so good. Okay, if you know anything about making soap, you'll know that we'll be using lye for this recipe. Now, when using lye, obviously do your due diligence. Check out the chemical. It's one you don't want on your skin. You don't want it in your eyes. So I have safety glasses. I have gloves because safety first, children. Now, also when it reacts to the water, you want to make sure that you have clear ventilation. I'll be doing mine underneath the overhead and I have the windows open in here too. So that should be pretty okay. Now, whenever you're using any chemical type ingredients, you don't want to be using your normal kitchen saucepans and things. So we have a heap of saucepans and mixers and all sorts of things that are specifically used for chemical projects on the homestead. We don't cross those over for safety reasons and just because, yeah. All right, so let's get to it. Now I'm going to start out by measuring all of my ingredients out first. This is the shea butter, which I've already measured out. I'll pop that into the saucepan. This saucepan will be for all the oils that are going into the soap. I'll pop that on here so I can reuse it. Then I need cocoa butter pellets. Let's see, 50 grams. These are cocoa butter pellets. They're from New Directions, Australia. Pretty good company. I've bought from them a bunch of times. They've been reliable. Where's that not here? Oh, there we go. Alright, 150. These look so good. They look like white chocolate and I really want to eat them. $150. Okay, I'm going to move this essential oil because otherwise I will probably tip it over. Okay, we need 250 grams of coconut oil. You know what? This is very goopy. I'm going to run that straight into the saucepan. That makes way more sense. Make sure I tear. I'll move you over. Alright, now you can just look over my shoulder. Tear that. Good, that's back to 0. So 250 grams. Alright, I gotta pull this last bit really slowly. Oh, okay, we're so close. Smidge more. Smidge more. There we go. Oh, yes, on the dot. Look at that. Oh, come on, it went down by 1. Went up by 1. Damn it. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's see. So we've done that. So now we need olive oil. Okay, 300 grams. My problem is that as I'm doing this, I tend to zone out and not pay attention to the numbers. It's not a good thing. Yeah. Now we need sweet almond oil. Now, I have 3 different bottles of sweet almond oil. So let's see how we go. How much do we need? 150 grams. That's all that I have in that bottle. So that can go in the bin. Okay, that one can go in the bin. Okay, don't look too closely at this one because it is minky. It's been in the shed for a long time. Should still be fine. That's those, and then the last one is castor oil. Now, my castor oil, I don't know if I have quite enough. So I might just put in a touch of, let's see, one of the other oils to make. Let's see how much we need. Quite a bit, probably. So I'm just going to top up a little bit with one of the other oils for the castor oil. The castor oil is used to boost fluffy leather, according to this. So I maybe want something that is going to make more leatheriness as well. So the shea butter apparently makes a nourishing, rich leather. So I might just put a little bit more of the shea butter in. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so this recipe says it wants a tablespoon of sugar, which will apparently help harden the balm. So I'm dissolving that in the distilled water, which I'm about to add. Now this is the part with the lye. So you always put the water in first and then the lye, never the other way around. Yeah, do that. So, let's see, I've got demineralized water here, and I need 270 grams of that. Ugh, God damn it, I did it again, I zoned out. There we go. This is the part where we need some protective stuff on, so that's the wrong hand. So, gloves, and I'm going to be running the air vent above the range hood above the oven so that we get a bit more ventilation in here. So my apologies for the noise. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear the dehydrator going. It is quite noisy as well. But, yeah, this house is never clean and it's never quiet. Part of having a homestead, I think. Alright, so our lye is our caustic soda. So I'm going to measure that out in a plastic. I need to double check that. Oh, and I need a mixing thing. I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to put this up to the full amount, so sorry for the noise. I need 137 grams of the lye. Now remember, we are doing lye into water, very slowly and carefully. This mixture is going to get really hot, so just go gently. The reason we've got the overhead fan on is that it can off gas. So the lye is what creates the saponification process in the oils. So once it's been cured for about 6 weeks, there'll be no lye left in the soap at all. You can see it's starting to steam now. That's all the lye in. So I'll keep mixing this until it's fully dissolved. Okay, so I want both the oil and the lye to be between 100 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Whilst that is melting and the lye is cooling down, we have the next step, which is some turmeric for colouring and some sodium lactate, which apparently helps harden the bar as well, and some kaolin clay, which will also help harden the bar, apparently. Don't judge my pronunciation of things, it's probably wrong. Let's see, we need 1 tablespoon of the kaolin, this stuff, you know what I'm talking about. So I need a 1/4 teaspoon of the turmeric. That is a 1/4 teaspoon, not very much. I'm gonna pop it in there, and I'll give it a mix around in a second. Now I need sodium lactate, 1 teaspoon. We need to go and mix our oils around, I imagine. Yes, they are doing their thing nicely. Okay, so we need to apparently put these, the clay and the sodium lactate, in with the oil now and let it slowly do its thing. Dissolve. Probably noticed by now I am not a particularly graceful creature when it comes to doing this sort of thing. Ah, there's the black thing. Come back. I don't want you in here. Boop, got it. Don't know what it is. I think it's just a black thing. Bit of dirt. There we go. Alrighty. Oh no, that's bubbling. We don't want it to bubble. Let's just keep that pretty chill, thank you. Where's my thermometer? Okay, the oils have a long way to come down, so I guess it's a sit and wait for a bit. Well, I'm still waiting for those oils to cool down to temperature, so I figured I may as well get some other work done. And at the moment, that is this. I also have a small pottery business on our homestead, and this little foxy guy, he's only block colors so far, so don't be too judgy. He's got to have a lot of detail put into him, but this will be a big serving platter once he's finished. And I figured I may as well get some of that finished while I wait for the oils.
When she was going through a divorce. Okay, Gingernet wants to know, why do wood cabinets seem like the coziest thing ever? What is it about wood that makes us feel cozy?
Well, I think wood, it has variety built into it. It also feels like it's kind of...
On a Wednesday night at the same old spot, spending every dollar I got. 2, 3 shots won't leave one dry, and a jukebox on lock. She just wanna party all night. We be two-stepping in the back of the dive. I've been down a jack all night, tending to my keys cause they know I can't drive. Going up north with a rose ain't one, stars ain't hard to find. Bottle of the best and you buy.
Okay. They've cooled down now, and it is time to mix the lye solution and the fats and oils together. Okie dokie. So I have a immersion blender here for this. Just give this a gentle mix together. And we want to mix these until we get what's called trace, which is where it starts to sort of bunch up just a little bit. So let's see how we go. Ooh. Ooh, I need my safety glasses on. That would be smart. I put my gloves on, but not my glasses. I'm guessing that's trace. So we need to put the oils in now. There's a quick mix up and I've got to move fairly quickly here apparently. A long time since I've done this. Oh, I don't know if this is right. Not sure if I meant to do with this with the immersion blender. Let's give that a go. So curious to see if this has worked out properly. All right, let's give it a few tappy taps. Make sure it's all settled in. Okay. I mean, it looks, you know, soapy-ish. Try and do some little squiggly, wavy, smooshy patterns. Okay. I think that's, you know, how it's supposed to be. Maybe? I'm excited. It's been a long, like, it's probably 7 years since I've made soap. Whew. Alright. Let's, I might put some pretty things on top to make it look nicer. Alright. I have some rose petals, dried rose petals here. Can't really see them very well, but I might stick a few of these along the top. This soap is just for me and my family, so I'm not too worried about it looking fancy or, you know, being anything in particular. But, you know, it's always nice to add a little flair. So all in all, I'm pretty happy, I think, with how that turned out. I'm excited to see how it goes as an actual bar of soap. This should make about 10 blocks, I believe, was what the recipe said. And so I need to let this harden for the next day or two in the mold. And then you take it out of the mold, you slice it up, and then I'll need to put it on a drying rack for the next, I think, 6 weeks. And that allows the soap and lye time to saponify, which is where it gets all soapy and delicious. And that also sort of, I guess, burns off the lye. Don't ask me the scientific aspect of it because I don't know that much about it. But then after that point, it will be perfectly good to use as soap. There'll be no lye left in it. And hopefully this will make a really nice, lathery, moisturizing, and yet hard bar of soap. I'm very, very keen to see if Chat GTP led me the right direction. It'll be interesting, but I'll let you know what the results are. And I'll probably bring you along to cut the soap in the next hour or two, so, you know, I'll see you again.
Alright, so 2 days have passed and now it's time to get the soap out of the mold and cut it into slices so it can dry over the next 6 weeks. So far it's looking pretty good, there's no cracks in the surface, it's all nice and smooth and it smells amazing.
Well, I I just cut that up and completely forgot to film it, but it's now cut up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bars, which is exactly what we were supposed to end up with. It smells beautifully lemony. Very, very refreshing. So now I have to let these sit for about 6 weeks to cure fully. I'm reasonably happy with how they've turned out for a first time in a long time. And hopefully in about 6 weeks' time, I'll be able to show you how beautifully they lather up. Thanks for visiting Fox and Forge Farm. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along for more handmade goodness. See you next time.